Hello, everyone. How you doing? Hope you can hear me okay. And let's see. I'm in Scottsdale for a couple of days. Ooh, you know what? I got to switch this over. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Let's just go right now. I think. I'll be right there, guys. Uh, hmm. Let's switch it. There we go. There we go. Let's get on the right live, guys. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm in Arizona. I'm trying to fix my Instagram. All right. I was getting the CNY Instagram. Good morning. Let's see. Agnieszka. Hello. How are you? I apologize. And Megan. Good morning. Viola, Elaine, and Mashina. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Agnieszka. All right. All right. We're on CNY Fertility. I'm going to do it right. Judge Atlant. Hello. Hello, Jasmine. Good morning. I'm in Scottsdale for a couple. I'm actually back tomorrow, and I've been doing a little work for some personal stuff, and hope everyone's doing well. Samara, good morning. Janine, Viola. I may be a little early today. Hey, Tara. Let's see. Oh, my God, 39 weeks. Woo. I'm visiting in Arizona for a few days. And good morning, Kikers 32. Deanna Guzzo, good morning. Good morning. Perfectly designed. Let's see. How long does the HCG wash stay in your system? Well, it's really the HCG wash and the PRP washes. We add them to the uterine cavity, and it's hopefully to help with the sort of the stickiness and implantation. So we don't think it goes intravascular, and it probably doesn't show up in your bloodstream at all. Serendipity design. It is a happy Sunday wherever you're at in the world, whatever you're experiencing. Have faith in the way. That's crazy, right, Brittany? Let's see. Make sure I get everyone. And tomorrow, hello, Mississippi. Nike. Good morning, Jen Knight. Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful day every single day. I'm in an Airbnb in Scottsdale and relaxing with my good friend, Dr. Faruqi. And let's see, Coco Chanel, we'll see you next week. Happily ever after. Well, you have to be happy every single day. And I do occasionally do my daily intentions, daily inspirations. I've written a couple of my intention books to sort of help me on this journey. I don't think HCG intrauterine shows up in the urine at all. But I mean, it's certainly possible. I haven't seen those numbers. And Jasmine, I don't know. We may hang out here tonight or we may go back tonight. I don't know. We haven't quite decided yet. Doing my first duo after 7 rounds, 44 years young. Luteal will give good results. I like the duo and luteal stems, low dose protocols. I do a lot of 10 of letrozole, 200 of gonal, and 20 of HCG. You could even do lower. Robert Navarro, good morning. Ad Diaz, good morning. Donna P, good morning. How are you doing? And thank you to the global team. Everyone, we're really working to do better every day at CNY Fertility. So there are bumps in the road for all of us. And this craziness of COVID has made it very challenging for everyone. So we're working to do better. Faint positive, Carissa on home test yesterday. It's early. You gotta wait. I still recommend the blood testing because it's not all exact in this process. Amber, thoughts on ovarian PRP? I think there's some value to ovarian PRP. Maybe if we can get some cord blood, PRP might be a little bit better. But I don't have. But I think there's some value to it. Did a Janker, good morning. Let's see. A meth. Stories Wellness, Rose Wellness. Good morning. HCG boosters start. HCG boosters could start prior to transfer or after transfer, even the day of transfer. After you start your progesterone, technically, you could even start your HCG or post ovulation. I think you can do that also. An age cutoff for IVF. We don't have an age cutoff. Obviously the rates are less, but they're not zero. And depending on your AMH, your FSH, and what your story is, you could potentially still do a stimulation at 50, and you get a discount to add on donor eggs also. Is sugar really bad for endometriosis, Mar? To me, sugar in and of itself isn't the damaging component. That's why I recommend Kiltz's ice cream, which is a little bit simple sugar, but I recommend no fruits or vegetables, seeds or nuts or plant oils or plant cheeses or plant milks. I think that's where the deadliness and fiber is, because it causes a lot of fermentation in the colon. And when the colon ferments, it makes heat, gas, alcohol, aldehydes, methane. It's deadly for us, all humans. That's why Kiltz's keto lifestyle to me is like a home run. Let's see, what is the cause of lack of fetal growth and miscarriage? Let's see, Beliz. Inflammation is the cause of all disease. And to me, inflammation is caused by a high plant-based, low animal fat diet and eating more than 1 or 2 meals a day. I say 1 is the very best. Kiltz's keto lifestyle you get on Amazon for a paper copy, or go to our websites. But I think endometriosis is simply another inflammatory disorder caused by a high inflammation in the gut, the GI tract, and a high plant-based, low animal fat diet is deadly, in my opinion. That's what I think is the cause. Is it possible for someone with a high A1C and PCOS combined to conceive? Yes, it is. And my beautiful sister Maria, she died at 52 of diabetes. She had it since age 4. That's why I dig deep in really understanding the human nutritional solution. It is simply carnivore, carnivore, carnivore. And that is the very best. To me, it's very narrow. But there are plenty of women. My sister had 2 beautiful children, despite her diabetes, a very difficult control, and the wrong advice, I think, from the experts. So I think that plenty of women have babies with AMHs that are elevated. Let's see, Limor, can I take serapeptase before treatment? You can. Cough and cold from yesterday. I had my transfer last Saturday. Can I take Tylenol? I'm not giving medical advice online, but Tylenol is pretty safe. Most of the over-the-counter cold things are safe also. Let's see. Mignelli, good morning. Let's see. Jewel, good morning. And Katie Kiffner, good morning. Let's see. Dina, God bless. Listen, we all need to love and forgive and hold love in judgment and not negative in judgment. Low ovarian reserve, Lauren. Let's see, about to start 4th stim with a Lupron flare. We do a lot. We do less Lupron flares than we used to do. Let's see, where did I go with that? What are your thoughts on this protocol? Again, the luteal phase or day 2 or 3 of stim of your cycle, go into Lupron, 10 units, stay on that HCG trigger with the low dose protocol, 10 of letrozole, 200 of gonal, and 20 of HCG. I think it works really nice, by the way. Carnivore, 67, eczema is gone, bloating is gone, depression is gone. Listen, I had all those problems, and I went carnivore over 10 years ago now. And I'll occasionally have some French fries dipped in sour cream with a lot of salt, but fattiest ribeye steak, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, intermittently feasting, and salt, game changer, by the way. Low dose of Lupron, 10 units daily, purposed, prevent ovulation before you get your eggs right. I have to worry about shutting down my ovaries. I don't think it shuts down your ovaries. I do recommend priming estrase, prometrium, human growth, keto, LDN, and a lot of this, right? You have to look at your life and imagine it's perfect. It's going exactly as God, all of us gods are meant to be. And so don't give up. Let's see, endometriosis. Ada Diaz. Endometriosis last month, had a DNC last week to clear it out, trying to eat healthier to avoid inflammation. Red meat is the lion king. See, they've been lying to us. The masters want to have all the fatty meat themselves, and they want to feed all the masses mush, right? And mush comes from plants. The masters eat the meat, the masses eat the mush, and there's the problem. And when you eat the mush, it's like a compost heap in your gut, right? You know what a compost heap, but you can take steak and dry age it and it gets better. But vegetables over time get worse. So we've been lied to. Sorry, that's the craziness. But red meat is the healthiest thing for lionesses and lions of all of us. I know, right? Let's see. Timothy, how you doing, Timothy Fowler? Let's see. Lane West. Good morning to everyone. Let's see. It's 7:00, a little after. Where am I? In Scottsdale, Arizona, and we're just sharing some thoughts and ideas of health and wellness, improving your fertility, answering questions. We work to be on here every Sunday, 10 Eastern time. And we're always, maybe I'll do some more later in the afternoon. And I'm hoping to get Sean Baker on pretty soon. We're supposed to be on this last week, but check out Sean Baker, MD. Look at his stuff on health and wellness. He talks about carnivore and healthy. And to me, it's lightweights and getting out and not feeling worried with the diagnosis azoospermia. Let's see. Any thoughts, insights, words of encouragement? If you haven't had a biopsy, you have to get a biopsy. Azoospermia means no sperm in the ejaculate. This is where I think, adding HCG, Clomid, LDN, and carnivore, get rid of the vegetables. Remember, vegetables want to make us vegetables. Size needle would you recommend for progesterone injection? Some people will use a 22 gauge even with the progesterone oil, but usually it's a 20 gauge. 18's way too big. Forget it. It's like deadly. Don't do it. Let's see. The Fitnick. How are you doing, Jen Frost? Stephanie's morning. Have protocols that's best for Hashimoto's. Dina Guzzo. All right. Hashimoto's, like every other disease, is immunologic, not autoimmune. Immunologic means that there's some foreign particles that get in our body, whether it's what we breathe, drink, eat, or somehow it manages to get in through our skin. It's going to incite inflammation. And so I really, 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 really think that going carnivore, keto, one meal a day, or some keto, even if you're vegan, vegetarian, but if you're eating animal fat, eat animal fat. It reduces inflammation in the gut. All right. But generally for Hashimoto's, it's still going to be treating with Clomid, letrozole, gonadotropins, either intercourse, IUI, IVF. Don't forget laparoscopy, hysteroscopy for endometriosis. Very, very common. Endometriosis is an intra-abdominal pelvic inflammation caused by the food we eat because we're not eating fatty ribeye steaks, the livers, bone marrow and bone broth, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream from time to time, and add the mold and salt, right? Can you do, let's see, how long after period can you do an SHG? You can actually do it with the period, but usually day 5 to 12 of a 28-day cycle usually is a reasonable time. See you all. I'll be in Syracuse this next week. Dr. Banerjee has been up there with us. Dr. D'Souza and Dr. Chang in Buffalo, Dr. Ditkoff Grossman and Dr. Newhauser in Albany, and Dr. Montalto should be joining us there also. Christy Joy Arga, good morning. Alma Surrogacy, good morning. And don't forget, surrogacy, gestational carriers, donor eggs, donor sperm, donor embryos, carry a baby for someone, right? Give the gift of life. The more we can give, we keep the prices down, affordability, access, quality, and as honest as we can be, right? Let's see. Hope you guys are doing well. Failed transfer, failed one before, presumed DNC isn't necessary. I just wait? Yeah, you get your period, your menstrual period, and then we go ahead and start right into a cycle. You can prime, remember, prime, prime every day. And we're in the prime spot of life, right? We want to do everything we can to improve what's going inside. Remember, we're the Ferraris, the let's see, the Temples, the Linuses, the most expensive, valuable thing ever. Is it possible to do the IVF steps under twilight sleep for people experience extreme painful pelvic exams? Yeah, we do the retrievals and the transfers can be both done under IV sedation, by the way, which is kind of like twilight sleep. Extra Valium potentially for some, all helpful. What test do you recommend next? Let's see, free Larissa. So why do embryos fail to implant? Why are there early miscarriages or later miscarriages? Inflammation is the cause. And it always starts with what you're putting in the mind and the mouth and what you're doing with this miracle machine. Get off the treadmill, slow it down, cool it down. Look at Dr. Kiltz's keto lifestyle, keto carnivore crusaders, right? Now, again, keto carnivore. You don't have to be one or the other, but keto is a low inflammatory environment, high fat environment. Laparoscopy, hysteroscopy for endometriosis. This is where you might think about the endometrial receptivity assay. You might think about treating either surgically or medically for endometriosis, which is the letrozole with Lupron or medically, or the laparoscopy with the hysteroscopy, and even the antimicrobial protocol, which is about a month of, I like to use antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral, Levaquin, Flagyl, Valtrex, and Diflucan is a good, reasonable protocol, with or without the antimicrobial and the anti-endo, and then don't forget the antihistamine protocol. So you can read these all in our family building guide. You can get for free on drkiltz.com or cnlifertility.com. We are supposed to do IVF this month. Carly May, due to low sperm. Our third semen analysis was done on Friday. We were told it was normal, but the morphology wasn't back yet. So what does it mean? And would it still be recommended going forward with IVF? So IVF is pretty much for anything that fails, right? You're trying for however much time with intercourse, IUI, IVF is a reasonable next step. Sperm, eggs, embryos, everything looks normal. What's the cause? Idiopathic. We're idiots. We are forgetting that inflammation is the cause of all disease. 5 causes of inflammation. The first 3 are related to eating a plant-based, low-fat diet, right? Sugar, plant antigens, and plant chemicals. And actually the 4th one too, fermentation of fiber in the gut, which is all related to eating a high plant-based, low-fat diet, right? And then the 5th one, too much exercise. You got to cool the body down. Right? All right. Christina, OB, 38 years young, 4 failed IUIs, 3 failed IVFs, 1 successful 7 weeks. So they're recommended taking out, Prograf, adding. So Plaquenil and or Prograf, intrauterine PRP, HCG wash, yes. The Immune 4 protocol adds IVIG and Humira. The level 3, don't forget Neupogen, Plaquenil, Prograf, weekly lipids, prednisone 10 twice a day, and Lovenox 30 to 40 twice a day. I think those are reasonable approaches. Let's see, Facing Destiny 1922. Yes, natural cycles for everyone are absolutely something that you should look at and consider for sure. We do a lot of day 3 freezings of embryos. To me, you could freeze all of them on day 3 and say later on you could thaw them and take them to blast with or without a biopsy if that's what you want. Let's see. I toured tonight. Awesome. Heather, Louise. I'll be this week. I won't be there Monday in Syracuse, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend too. What phase of menstrual cycle should estrase and prometrium priming start? You could actually start the priming at any time of the cycle. You don't have to wait for something. Estrase, prometrium, even human growth hormone, those are all acceptable to start at any time. I hope everyone's doing well on this beautiful Sunday. It's always a day. This is my day off, day of relaxation, but every day I'm doing what I love to do, and you should be doing what you love to do. And if you're not doing what you love to do, imagine what you're doing is what you love to do, and then why you're focusing on to the dream. Let's see, let's see, Paraskady, God bless you. 9 weeks, amazing. Oh, and the birds are singing to me this morning. All right. And let's see, Lena Cruz, how you doing? Let's see, Angela Lentz, 35 years young, 10th, waiting for a cycle to start to begin. Protocol is low with level 3 immune, keto, molecular fertility, Cervital, liver supplements. Was never told to prime with any meds other than LDN. It's not necessary, but we do occasionally use estrase, prometrium, and human growth, but the Cervital or human growth. So I think, and then again, whether you do the anti-endo, the antimicrobial, the antihistamine, are all just kind of add-ons to the process, which I think are all very helpful. That you know. The problem with this is, do we throw the kitchen sink at everyone, or do we find a few things here and there? That's kind of the challenge to all this. All right. Every day, remember, you want to see the thing you wish it to be as if it is. That's called faith, and step forward and just be as faithful and positive as you can in life, because that's the most important thing, right? Maria Schwartz, how you doing? Transfer canceled after 1 week of estrogen. When should I expect next period? Let's see, 6 days late. I would get ultrasound and blood work. To me, it's estrase, prometrium, then withdraw them, get a menstrual cycle. But sometimes just getting ultrasound and blood work, you may not need that. Let's see, Heather Louise, I'm not a big fan of embryo testing, because if they tested me, they probably would have thrown me out. Medical tests are not 100% right. They're often wrong. That's the craziness to the story. So I'm not a big fan of it, but we'll support you whichever way you want to go. Egg retrieval in Syracuse. Erica with Whitterdean. Let's see, Syracuse in month. My dyslexia gets me sometimes. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm on ovarian bloom, IgG, prenatals, choline, and fish oil. What else should I be doing? Look at the family building guide, download it online or get it from Amazon. Pay on Amazon or get it for free from digital or download on drkiltz.com or cnyfertility.com. And LDN, keto, intermittently feasting. That means eat one meal a day and then fast for the day, right? You want to fast to last in life. To me, vegetables cause cancer, hypertension, diabetes, infertility, MS, ALS, aphasia. I'll go down the list. Parkinson's, dementia, suicide, and depression. Carnivore is kick-ass. Look at Steak and Butter Gal. Look at Ken Berry, Sean Baker, Paul Saladino. Listen, you're looking for the scientific answers. I'm telling you, it's in individual about what you feel like. And when you do this, oh my God, it's amazing. Let's see. If you opt in on two genetics, how can you protect against chromosome abnormalities? That's all I'm talking about. Chromosomal abnormalities are caused by inflammation, microscopic inflammation, right? All the rays of the sun in the photon molecules that ultimately harm us, right? But there are small little particles that go right through us, but they do a little damage on their way through. So everything you drink, eat, breathe, inject, or put on your body has some potential to harm you, because that's what nature wants. It wants you to be fertilizer, right? Let's see, Michelle, Mish Designs Lifestyles. Is it okay to take Cervital and Omnitrope? I think it is. I think both of them are fine, by the way. You probably just don't need both of them, probably. Let's see, Renee Ka, Christy Baldwin, good luck. And all of us, we're sending love and faith and positivity. And Listen, when I do this, this is the best luck I've ever been given, right? You got to do this. Failed FET, Mokalate was on immune for at an omninucleogenetic volume scratch last night. I think my uterus is tossed up because, whatever we're doing isn't 100%, unfortunately, but we're doing as much as we can to improve the thing to get you where you want to be. Don't give up. Carnivore keto, one meal a day. Number one, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, occasionally kiltz ice cream, right? And salt, and one meal a day. And water, no whiskey, wine, or beer. Alcohol, deadly, out of there, right? And my ice cream is the treat, I say, high fat. And don't forget the laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, ERA, BR or ER peak, and don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up, right? You have to be positive in life, right? What time would you recommend the progesterone shot? Actually, you technically take it any time of day, whichever time you can get someone to give you the shot or you give yourself the shot. It's not easy. IVF process of men, let's see, having a vasectomy process. So if guys have had a vasectomy or have some obstructive azoospermia, means that there's sperm in the testes, most likely, but there's nothing coming out because of either a blockage or something. But basically, the day prior or the day of the retrieval, we'll usually do what's called a PESA, percutaneous epididymal sperm aspiration. So the epididymis lies on top of the testicles. You go through the skin with a small needle. A little bit of local is all you need, and voila, the majority of the time we get sperm if it's a vasectomy. Sometimes we might recommend a test biopsy or aspiration months or weeks ahead of time, and you could freeze the sperm. Dr. Trussell is our ace that does them in Syracuse, but we do work with other doctors all over the place. The calcium iodophore egg wash at retrieval, we haven't found benefit to that. Just be Kimmy, so we haven't been. We've looked at it. We haven't found the value, but it's something you can ask for. We're always willing to look at it for whatever the extra charge is. It shouldn't be like, but again, it's we try to standardize. We find the things that we think have the best value. Let's see. So the Kurz Kayla, this immunology stuff is the hardest stuff, and Dr. Braverman knew the most. Dr. Vidali is awesome, but for whatever reason, all this immune stuff it's a dance, right? And the best treatment we can offer is the IVIG. I don't even know that these tests are accurate enough to give us an answer that means as much as they say it does. That's where I come to all of this. And that's one of the biggest challenges in understanding all this immunology. How does the required FDA sperm testing work if donor is having a PESA? Done the day of and then freeze, or done prior. But those are issues that we look at each individual case to make sure that all the proper testing is done, and we stick by, especially in New York. The New York rules seem more rigid, but FDA testing, it all is easy enough. We work with everyone, by the way. Kelly Garland, let's see, and Nick Carolyn, hello. Let's see, the Lindsay Lozano, hello to everyone. Thanks for joining us and listening. And I'm always learning from what you guys have to bring to the table here. There's so much that we don't understand about the human body, but I'd like to keep it simple, right? Occam's razor. Simple answer is the one. And the simple answer is Ferraris, goddesses, gods, lioness and lions, and the temple. Treat yourself like that. Eliminate wine, whiskey, and beer. Go to one meal a day. Carnivore for fertility is it. Keto carnivore for fertility, and we're all the crusaders. That's the most and the best anti-inflammatory diet you can ever do. That's the craziness. Let's see. Kelly Ramsey, Went for baseline FET and my lining was too thick. I never had this issue for IUIs. Is this because stims last month on Provera now? I would do Provera estrogen or Prometrium estrogen for maybe 10 days, add the Lupron, 10 units a day, and then see if you get a period. Sometimes we start people even with the thicker lining, but add estrase Prometrium, not just the progesterone is my recommendation. Determine which embryos look the best to transfer. We're always picking the best, but it's a beauty contest. That isn't the best embryo necessarily. We're judging, and you can't judge in the way we think you can. That's the craziness of this story. I don't know that we really know what the perfect embryo looks like. Let's see, Sarasota. I'm working on June. Let's see, it's already, oh my God. It's April. It's crazy. Zipping by, moving fast, right? Moving fast. All right. Let's see. I'm not in Sarasota right now. I'm actually in Scottsdale, Arizona for another day. I'll be back in Syracuse tomorrow night and back in the office on Tuesday. Do you still have a chance of IUI success with low sperm motility? Let's see. Serena Sexton. Yes. As long as you have sperm, there's a possibility. The question is, what is too low that you can't do an IUI? Well, technically, one sperm is all it takes. That's modal. You could always do anything. Do or do not, there be no try. You know that one, right? And yes, 2 embryos is an option. We recommend 1. We individualize whether to do more than 1, by the way. So if I do a carnivore diet, keep it with 1 meal a day. Do you continue 1 meal a day? I personally say high fat, low to no carbs, carnivore is the key. 1 meal, I give you a snack. It's either bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, Kiltz's ice cream, a little bit of liver or the liver supplements. Check out Dr. Kiltz's nutritional solutions. If you don't want to eat real liver or the liver chips, you can use the supplements, but I'm always go for the real organs. But I say stay on Kiltz's keto 1 meal a day when you're pregnant. And if you are carrying extra fat, that is the very best. Fat causes no disease. Plants do. Seeds, nuts, fruit, fiber, vegetables are deadly for the human being. We are rock solid hunters, and we've been hunting for 3.5 million years. The last 10,000 years, we've been dictated by the dictators and duped to eat a plant-based diet, which domesticates us, and we will do anything for heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, and caffeine. I know. They're singing to me today. Just be Kimmy. Let's see, 37. I hope you guys, Leandra. Let's see. I had first retrieval last month. AMH 1.9, 36, 37, all 10 mature, 9 fertilized, 5 blasts. All right. So remember, PGT testing is not 100% accurate. So you have 10, you have 5 blasts. You determine Omni 1 month, fish oil, acupuncture, bunch. What can I do to improve next round? Don't forget, look at the family building guide. Amazon.com, you get a paper copy. We have a new version coming out. And if you guys see any typos or things in there that seem crazy, let us know. We always want to prove things. But Kiltz's keto lifestyle for fertility, which is carnivore keto, be the crusader, right? And look at the Immune 3 and Immune 4 protocols. If you haven't had a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy combined, or at least a laparoscopy, or at least a hysteroscopy, I think those are important things that may be helpful in that process. Fertility tea, think of teas and herbal medicines as medicines. They can work. Acupuncture, massage, meditation, and don't forget prayer every single day. Have faith. Even in the hard challenges of life, have faith. Number 1, right? It is nuts, right? Let's see. So I was recommended embryo testing because recompression is also DUR. So I don't recommend embryo testing personally. If you test an embryo and you throw it out, how did you know if it really was bad? There are no tests in medicine that are 100% accurate. Sorry. Not true. let's see, if my husband doesn't have any sperm issues, can we use Zymot to help? So generally Zymot is if you have a reasonable sperm count and motility. You have to have motility to use Zymot. You have to ask for it. It costs extra. We can do it as long as we have the devices when you come in for your procedure, either IUI or IVF. And don't forget, have sex. Have a beautiful relationship with your partner, whatever gender description, relationship, whatever it is, and honor each and every goddess and god out there, right? Because we're all the gods and the goddesses in love and forgiveness every single day. Pick a religious, spiritual life philosophy that is positive, uplifting, right? Every day, right? Let's see. How do you feel about weight loss surgery? Can you listen? I'm not a big fan of surgical procedures for weight loss because my bet is that the genetics that got you to the size are the survival gene because famines are common. But if you just go to Kiltz's carnivore keto, one meal a day, oh my God, the home run. But you might start with 2 or 3 to start, but carnivore keto, babies, bacon, eggs, butter, beef. You got to make Kiltz's ice cream, right? It's so simple. Cream, vanilla, an egg, and a little sprinkle of sugar is all you need. But I don't use fake stuff, and stay away from diet sodas and all these sodas and all these fruit drinks and all this stuff, and get away from the smoothies, the shakes, the craziness, right? Water, not whiskey, wine, or beer, right? And a little bit of coffee, a little bit of tea. If you want an herbal tea, fine. But remember, the plant particles in coffee and teas contain inflammatory particles, plus they contain chemicals that may have an adverse effect on you, right? We're all selling something. And so let's see. Lindsay Lozano, I'm taking stem and I think it's making sick. Let's see, Neupogen maybe. Light nauseous. Talked to the nurse last time, was told to skip dose. Yeah, if you're having problems with any of the drugs you're taking, stop them. Go to the emergency room if you need to. See the doctor. Those are all important things. Rhonda, Real, how you doing? Amber, how are you doing? Heather, second round, I was scared when I started my first round last year because so much, there's too much. What helped is to how many people are doing. That's why all of us together, Facebooks, and by the way, we don't have a BMI limit. All right. Obviously, if there's surgical table sizes and things like that that are factors, we're going to do everything to help make you comfortable and safe in the process. And we turn no one away. We will work with you. Your medical conditions, your size, shape, age, weight, gender, your whatever it is. Remember, judge not lest he be judged, or judge with love across the board, right? Let's see. Maria Emmerich's and yours, carnivore keto diet for over 4 months now, 1 to 2 meals a day, coming to Syracuse this month. For IVF, praying. Just ask for me, Nikki, if I'm there. I'll come say hi. Airbnb 28. I'm at Airbnb, Greg's Airbnb here in Scottsdale. MH was 2.4, MH 3.6. It's all good. Yes. Back normal for me, no PCOS. We're dealing with male factor. It's always him, isn't it? Let's see. We've been doing keto and supplements recommended by the book. It starts with an egg. All of this stuff is really good. It's helpful for everyone. All we want to do is help improve your health and wellness and make your life better and better and better, right? Erica Smith. And so comments, you guys are helping everyone on this journey, right? Blood thinner after transfer. Erica Smith, the Lovenox, heparin are anti-inflammatories. Heparin is actually part of the glycocalyx. So it's rejuvenating the glycocalyx. But one of the problems when there's low heparin or Lovenox in your system, your body makes it, it's part of the glycocalyx. Then there's increased blood clotting, right? Which is in the microvascular beds. So by giving it, we're replenishing your abnormal heparin levels. That's why I recommend keto carnivore 1 meal a day. After reversal, you don't have to come back to see us. We're there to help you, though, in every way we can. And maybe repeating doing an HSG, test the tubes. If they're open and you're not getting pregnant, that might be either IUI or IVF or laparoscopy. I'm going to be cutting out a little early today. I have an appointment to get to. I hope everyone is doing well every day. Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day, whether it's nature, whatever your belief in the higher power is, have the belief in the higher power. It's within us. We are the higher power, right? Three magic words by U.S. Anderson. We're the goddesses and the gods, right? And you're reading all those stories and you're trying to figure out life and like, how do they know this? And how do they know this? Well, guess what? You know it all because you're the master, right? That's the craziness, right? Lily Bean. One egg, one embryo, 5.1 endometrioma last year that overproduced 0 eggs. Would you recommend surgery to remove the endometrioma before? I think it can be reasonable to open up and drain the endometrioma. Kiltz's keto lifestyle for life, by the way. It's for fertility. Look at that and look at the family building guide. Download it for free on the CMY Fertility website or go to Amazon.com and you could buy a paper copy. We have a newer one coming out. Excited about that. Letitia Morris, you ladies and guys and gals and they, all of us together, we, all of us together are part of the tribe, right? And it's a family, a village, and we have to remember that. Things happen in life, but we want to imagine that we have to be the forgiver, the lover, the kind-hearted person every single day. Let's see. I am already taking LDN, Omni, and Survival. What is recommended for helping transfer chances? This is where PRP, HCG wash, acupuncture, massage, meditation, helpful. The kiltz's anti-inflammatory, which is the baby's plan. And look at the level 3 and level 4 in the family building guide for that. 40 years young, by the way, free gratis. Let's see. I use my, yes, we have plenty of young women at 40 using their own eggs, right? It's all crazy, by the way. I have amazing team members at CNY Fertility, working to do better. All of us are learning every day. We're human beings on this human crazy journey, right? That is the craziness of it all. All right. Have faith every single day. Egg booster, whether food or always start with natural, right? Get rid of the inflammatory plants. They're all inflammatory. Go more to a carnivore high fat, by the way. That's the kick-ass amazing. And Kiltz's keto is the baby's plan. It's the healthiest solution you could ever do, right? And fibroids can shrink, and you can do some treatments where you actually kind of freeze them or heat them up. And so take a look at those. All right, I'm getting me ending a little bit early today. I'll see guys, gals, everyone. We will see everyone next Sunday. Through the week, if you're in Syracuse, I'll be there. But Dr. Corley, Dr. Banerjee, Dr. Luthringer, amazing team. Our Kayla left, but she's still part of our team. And we love you guys and gals, and we, right? Every day. I'll see you next week or through the week. Take care. God bless. Dr. Rob Kiltz. Check out my Daily Intentions, inspiration books on Amazon. But most of all, write your own daily inspirations. And the inspiration is, I am God. I am the believer in the power of, the secret, right? The power, the law of attraction. You guys all know that, right? And take care. See you guys soon. Dr. Kiltz. Bye.